Let us go to question number 7. Okay. 7.1 data missing. Note it down when I dictate. Okay. See. Labor type, unskilled skill, 2 hours per unit standard, 1 hour per unit standard. Standard rate 10 rupees, 20 rupees. In a skilled is paid lesser rate per hour, unskilled is paid what? More rate per hour. Actual hours 22,000 and 8,000. Actual rate 11 and 22. They have not given the output produced. It has been missing there. Omitted to be typed. Write down. The company actually produced. Please note down. The company actually produced. The company actually produced 9,000 units. The company actually produced 9,000 units. The company actually produced 9,000 units. The data should be given. It has been omitted to be typed. Hence I want included it. Okay. The company actually produced 9,000 units. Find out labor variances given. Find out labor variances. Now, we are going to do it together. Can we start or not? No. My question is, single labor or mix of labor? Why mix of labor? To do this product, I have to require services of unskilled and what? Skill. How I use raw material A and B to produce a finished product. I use what? Skilled and unskilled to produce my finished product. It's having a mix of labor. Everybody, yes or no? In such a case, how many columns will be there? 4 columns. Can we start doing it together or not? Now, you should help me out with the numbers. Let us do it together. Now. Okay, tell me the question number 7. Right, question number 7. Okay. What is step 1? Tell me what is step 1? Computation table. Step 1 is computation table. Computation table. Shall we start up? Now, tell me what are the column. First column is what? SH into SR. First column SH into SR. What is column 2? AH into AR. What is column 3? AH into SR. What is column 4? RAH into SR. SH into SR, AH into AR, AH into SR. And then what? RAH into SR. Column 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Can we proceed or not? No. What are 2 types of labor? Unskilled. And write abbreviation. US means what? Unskilled. Okay. And then what? SK means skilled. 2 workers, unskilled and then skilled. Always I said, who is a villain? SH has to be found out. And the next villain is what? RAH. These 2 numbers only we should calculate. Other number I had only write from the question, that's all. Nothing more there. Yes or no? No. Let's write the known numbers. Tell me what is a standard rate given for unskilled and skilled. Tell me the number. Into 10. Standard into 10. Unskilled is what? Into 20. We'll fill up SH later. Okay. Actual hours. Have they given actual hours? Tell me how many hours? 22,000. 8,000. Unskilled 22,000. Unskilled is 22,000. Unskilled is what? 8,000. Into, please tell me what the actual rate? 11 and then 22. 11 and then 22. Third column, actual hours. Once again, it is how many hours? 22,000. And here how many hours? 8,000. Into, now we have the standard rate. What is the standard rate? 10 and then 20. RH we have to find out. Into SR is what? 10. Into SR is what? 20. Now what you have to fill up is only SH and what? RAH. The remaining numbers are straight away available. Everybody, are you all comfortable or not? Now, can you please tell me the total of column 2? Tell me the total of column 2. How many days? 4 lakh? 80, 4 lakh? 4,18,000. 4,18,000. Next. 3,80,000. 3,80,000. Now the remaining two has to be filled up. Now we have to find out what? SH and then what? RAH. Everybody up to this, are you writing with me or not? Along with me, are you all doing it? Now, next is, now let us write working out number 1 to find out SH and working out number 2 to find out what? RAH. Now write down working out number 1. Working out number 1 is what? SH. In bracket, what is SHM? Standard hours for what output? Actual output. In simple English, it is time allowed. Always, when I want to find out SQ, SH, etc., what should I write first? Input, output. Write the input, output ratio. Okay. Look at the workbook and look at the standard and tell me, to produce 1 unit, please all of you, to produce 1 unit, how many hours of labor time is required? Correcta solluppa. To produce 1 unit, how many hours are required? 3 hours. I require 2 hours of unskilled workers' time and 1 hour of skilled worker time. So 1 unit requires how many hours? 3 hours. Is the standard. That is the time allowed to produce a unit is how many hours? 3 hours. So the input time allowed is how many hours? 3 hours to produce how many units of output? 1 unit of output. Yes or no? Now, this time allowed. For 1 unit, how many hours allowed? 3 hours. How many units I actually produce? 9,000. I produce 9,000 units. Tell me how many hours are allowed? How many hours are allowed here? 27,000 hours are allowed. I hope this everybody having the clarity or not? Okay. Now, tell me, 27,000 hours is the standard hours allowed, is it not? This is 27,000 hours of unskilled, 27,000 hours of skilled, or both? Can I say 13,500 equally? No. This allowance also is in what? Standard mix of what is to what? 2:1. Everybody understood or not? Now, I should break this 27,000 hours into what? 2. Name the 2 items here. Unskilled worker. And next is what? Skilled worker. In what ratio should I divide? 2:1. I should divide it in the ratio 2:1. Everybody understood or not? Tell me how to calculate 27,000 into 2 by 3 is equal to 18,000 hours. And next is what? 27,000 into 1 by 3 is equal to how many hours? 9,000 hours is what is the standard time allowed. Everybody, are you understanding it or not? Now, now tell me, answer me everybody, how many units I produce? For producing the 9,000 units, the company says how many hours you can take? 27,000. How? 18,000 unskilled and 9,000 skilled is the time allowed. Respond yes or no? Now, go to the main statement. Please write the number. Tell me what is for the skilled unskilled labor? 18,000. Unskilled labor it is how much? 9,000. 1,80,000 plus what? 1,80,000, 3,60,000. 3,60,000 is the standard labor cost. Is a standard labor cost. Everybody understood or not? Now, the last calculation is what? RAH. The last calculation is RAH. Can I proceed? Now, write down working out number 2. What is the formula? What is the expansion of RAH? Actual hours in standard mix. There is nothing but what? Actual hours in standard mix. They call us revised actual hours. Study material, how they write it? RSH. They call us what? Revised standard hours. Okay, can I proceed or not? No. See. What is the actual hours? What are the actual hours? Actual hours is equal to what plus what? 22,000 plus what? 8,000 is equal to how many hours? 30,000. Actual hours how many hours here? 30,000. Okay. Now, this 30,000 I have to branch it into 2. Namely what? Unskilled and then what? Skilled. In what ratio? 2:1. What is 2:1? 20,000 hours and then what? 10,000 hours. This is what they call as RAH of unskilled and RAH of what? Skilled. Everybody, are you all following what I am saying? Now, the hours is actual, but the mix is what? Standard, which we call as the RAH. Everybody writing along with me or not? No. So it is 20,000 and then 10,000. I'll go back and put it here. So it is what and what? 20,000, 10,000. What is the amount here? 4 lakhs. The amount is 4 lakhs. I hope everybody having the clarity or not. With this we have completed step 1, namely the computation table. Can I go to the step 2? Write down step 2. What is step 2? Variance calculation. Step 2, variance calculation. Step 2 is variance calculation. Step 2, variance calculation. Can we start or not? Now, center. Please write what is in center. Labor cost variance. Center, right? Labor cost variance 1 minus 2. Labor cost variance 1 minus 2. Labor cost variance 1 minus 2. Tell me what is 1 minus 2? 3 lakh 60 minus 4 lakh 8. How much base? 58,000. 58,000 what? F or Eva? 58,000 adverse. 58,000 adverse. Examiner no need to write even fully word adverse. A means adverse. F means what? Favorable. It can be understood. 58,000 adverse. Branch it into 2. Branch it into 2. The first branch is what? Labor rate variance. Labor rate variance 3 minus 2. Labor rate variance 3 minus 2. Second branch is labor efficiency variance 1 minus 3. Names and all don't forget. Okay, you may remember formula but not the names. Just keep it in mind. Rate variance, efficiency variance. What is 3 minus 2 rate variance? 38,000 adverse. 38,000 adverse. 1 minus the efficiency variance 20,000 adverse. Efficiency variance is 20,000 adverse. Efficiency branch it into 2. Efficiency branch it into 2. Labor gang variance GANG. Labor gang variance. Labor gang variance. Second branch, tell me the name of the variance. Everybody, what is the name of the variance? All of you. What is the name of the variance? Labor productivity variance. Labor productivity variance. Labor gang variance. Labor productivity variance. 4 minus 3 gang variance. Productivity variance is 1 minus 4. What is 4 minus 3 gang variance? 20,000 favorable. Gang variance is 20,000 favorable. Productivity is what? 1 minus 4. What is 1 minus 4? 40,000 adverse. 20,000 favorable and 40,000 adverse. You can always count it, say 20,000 favorable plus 40,000 adverse gives you what? 20,000 adverse. 20,000 adverse plus 38,000 adverse gives you what? 58,000 adverse. That's how the total is given as a breakup. Everybody, are you understanding it or not? No. Here the interpretation is possible. See, I have a favorable gang variance. I have a favorable gang variance or not? Why? Tell me. Actually, 30,000 hours were worked. How many hours actually worked? 30,000 hours has been worked or not? No. As per the standard make, it should be 20,000 unskilled and 10,000 what? Skilled. But actually how many hours? 22,000 unskilled and 8,000 skilled. That means I reduce the skilled workers component and increase what? Unskilled worker. Hence the gang is favorable. Yes or no? But if I use more unskilled worker, they will be productive, less productive. Unskilled workers are not as efficient as what? Skilled worker. So due to using the unskilled worker, the productivity has become what? Adverse. The reason is very simple. Normally, this 9,000 units should have been done in how many hours? 27,000 hours. Then how many hours? 30,000 hours. That 3,000 hours has been increased. Lack of productivity. Why? Because of using a more unskilled worker in my composition. Everybody, are you following what I am saying? That's how one can interpret the gang variance and productivity variance. Not required for the answer, just to understand in context what is being discussed. Everybody, are you following or not? Now, with this we have completed question number 6 and 7 regarding the labor variances. Now let's go to question number 8, which speaks about something called as idle time. Something called as what? Idle time. Before I proceed, tell me what is idle time? All of you tell me, what is idle time? Hours not work is called as what? Idle time. Right or not? Correct? No. Night 12 o'clock I am sleeping in my house. Idle time. I am not working, I am sleeping. Yes or no? Night 12 o'clock when I am sleeping in my house is idle time. Afternoon 12 o'clock today I am standing and sleeping here. What's that? Both cases I am only sleeping. What is the difference? Hours paid, not worked is what? Idle time. Hours not worked is not idle time. Hours paid and not worked. We call as what? Idle time. Because when I pay, we pass the entry, wages control account to GLA. But accounts, that's all. No more entry. But for me, I also what happened to the amount paid, whether I get the utility or not. I pass the entry for what? Utilization. If it does not work, what I'll do? I'll debit abnormal loss. Why? I did not get any benefit for the cost spent. Okay, it becomes what? Abnormal loss. So idle time is a loss for the company. Everybody understood or not? Is that the meaning of the idle time? So now let us start discussing the next question, where the idle time also will come into picture in the discussion. We'll bring that at the appropriate time. Can I start or not? Now take question number 8, the last question in the labor variances. Understand that we are now doing material variance separately, labor separately, and so on. Right or not? You need not worry. When I come to question number 13 and question number 14, those two sums will take one class. There are two sums will be taking what? One class, where all the variances will be what? Calculating. We'll know the interlinkages. Everybody following not? Now, at present, independently understand. We'll see the big picture when you go for the comprehensive sums. Can you proceed? Now, take question number 8. In a certain factory, normal number of hours paid in a week, 40 hours. Standard rate, 8 rupees per hour. Standard output of department per hour, take into account the normal idle time, 20 units. Don't worry about what is normal idle time. We'll discuss it later in the labor chapter. You forget it. Okay. Next. Actual rate per hour is 9 rupees. In a particular week, it was ascertained that 1000 units were produced. Despite 20% of the time paid was lost owing to power failure. Compute labor variances is the question. I'll give you 1 minute time. Are there too much? But put your mind and read the numbers before we start doing the solution. Don't worry about idle time and all now. Let me do it normally, or let us do it normally at appropriate stage. We'll bring it into picture. Okay. Now, we have to calculate labor variances. I don't know. How many steps are there? Tell me. Name the 2 steps. Computation table, variance calculation. Computation table, 3 columns or 4 columns? 3 columns or 4 columns? Why 3 columns? No mix of labor. We don't have men, women, or skilled, unskilled, etc. Only one type of labor is there. So we don't have the mix and gang, only 3 columns. Can we start doing it together or not? No. Let's start with the solution together. And then at appropriate time, I'll discuss about the idle time issue. Please. Tell me the question number 8. We are doing question number 8. Let's write together. What is step 1, please, all of you? What is step 1? Computation table. Step 1 is computation table. Computation table. Can we start them? No. What is the first column? SH into SR. Second column, AH into AR. Third column, AH into SR. Shall we start? Now, what is given? Let us write. What is standard rate per hour? 8 rupees. Budget says pay the workers 8 rupees per hour. I do not. Actually, how much I paid per hour? 9 rupees. Actual rate is 9 rupees. What is standard rate? 8 rupees. In a week, I pay for how many hours? 40 hours. You know, the normal week is how many hours? 40 hours. Because maybe we don't have the working day on Sundays. Normally, companies work 40 hours a week. So, how many hours is actually paid here? 40 hours. So, the actual hours is 40 hours. Again, the actual hours is how many hours? 40 hours. What I need to find out is only the first column. What is that here? Standard hours. Can tell me the expansion. What is the meaning of standard hours? Standard hours for actual output. Right? Working note number 1 is standard hours. It is nothing but what? Standard hours for actual output. Tell me in simple English, what is the name of that? Time allowed. What are the two columns I should be having? Input and then output. The two columns should be input and then output. They are given you the standard speed. Okay, what should be the budgeted speed of production? Tell me, they say standard output per hour is how many units? 20 units. The budget says what should be your normal speed? Your speed should be 1 hour. How many units? 20 units. Tell me what is input? 1 hour. The output is how much here? 20 units. In a standard input output ratio. Respond yes or no. The budget fixes the standard speed. What is standard speed here? 20 units per hour. You may produce fast. You may produce what? Slow. Then you will be classified as what is efficient or inefficient. But the standard speed is 1 hour is equal to how many units? 20 units. Tell me how many units I actually produce? I actually produced 1000 units. As per the budgeted speed, as per the standard speed, for 1000 units, how many hours allowed? How many hours allowed here? 50 hours is allowed. Because for every hour, I should be producing 20 units. So for 1000 units production, I should have taken how many hours here? 50 hours. Tell me in simple English, what is 50 hours here? Time allowed. Okay. I read standard hours as how many hours? 50 hours. Can tell me the multiplier number? 400, 360, 320. 400, 360 and then 320 is what is being calculated. Everybody, are you understanding it or not? No. Answer my question. Step number 1, computation. Have you all finished writing up? No. Step 2, variance calculation. Step 2, right? Variance calculation. Step 2, variance calculation. Variance calculation. Center right, please write in center what variance? Labor cost variance. Center right, labor cost variance. What the formula for labor cost variance? 1 minus 2. Labor cost variance 1 minus 2. What is 1 minus 2? 40 favorable. Labor cost variance 40 favorable. Branch it into 2. Labor rate variance, labor efficiency variance. Branch it into 2. Labor rate variance, labor efficiency variance. Labor rate variance, labor efficiency variance. 3 minus 2, 1 minus 3. 3 minus 2, 1 minus 3. What is 3 minus 2? 40 adverse. Rate variance is 40 adverse. 1 minus 3 is how much? 80 favorable. 40 adverse and 80 favorable. Efficiency is 80 favorable. With this, the problem has been completed normally. Now, let me go for the further discussion. Now, those understood up to this, raise your hand. Are you with me or not? Now, listen here. Let us understand the meaning of the numbers before I go for the last stage discussion. I produce how many units? Output how many units? How many units? Yeah, 1000 units. I produce 1000 units by spending how much wages? 360. Correct? Now, what response? How much wages here? 360. I spend 360 to produce what? 1000 units. But for this output, what is the standard cost or cost allowed? 400. I am allowed to spend 400. I spent only what? 360. I saved a wage cost of how much rupees? 40 rupees. And the labor variance is 40 favorable. Point number 1. Accepted. The question is, how the wages was saved? How the wages was saved? The question arises, I looked at the rate and then what? Efficiency. First, I plan to pay my worker how much per hour? 8 rupees. I ended up in paying how much per hour? 9 rupees. The rate paid is more or less? More. How much rupees more? 1 rupee. For how many hours? 40 hours. So 40 adverse rate variance. Accept or not? Come to efficiency. 1000 units I should have produced in how many hours? 50 hours. But I have produced how many hours? 40 hours. Tell me, I am fast, slow or normal? Because I produce in 40 hours, here 50 hours work. Yes or no? That means I have saved for the company how many hours? When I save the company 10 hours, the wage cost saved is how much here? 10 hours into 8, 80 rupees is saved. It is 80 favorable. Up to this, are you follow what I am saying? Okay, understand that. We'll discuss in the labor chapter various bonus plans. Various what plans? Bonus plan. It is always linked to efficiency. Are you following? There's something called as Hull save plan. Something called as what? Hull save plan. What they say is, 50-hour job. I am the worker, you are the employer. Okay, you are the company, I am the worker. Okay, you said, sir, do it in 50 hours. I did it in how many hours? Yeah, 40 hours. You will be happy or not? Yes, sir. Because I have saved for how many hours? 10 hours. I have not saved 10 hours. I have saved for you 10 hour wages. That means I saved you how much rupees? 80 rupees. Then you say, Rajagopal, very good. You saved me how much? 80 rupees. You take 40, I will take 40. Are you following what I am saying? This is called Hull save plan. 50-50 efficiency can be what? Share. Father will be having a motivation to save. Everybody, are you following what I am saying? That means most of the incentive schemes, bonus and all is based on efficiency. Are you understanding it or not? Now, in this case, efficiency variance 80 favorable or not? Because the worker saved for the company how many hours? 10 hours. And he will be getting what? 50% suppose bonus. Now, he will be getting 40 rupees bonus. Are you following or not? But the workers are very angry. Workers are what? Very angry. They said, your variance calculation wrong. The variance calculation is what? Wrong. Your efficiency variance calculation is having a mistake, they said. Are you following what I am saying? Yes, what they said is, 40 hours I came to the company. I came to the company for how many hours? Yeah, 40 hours. But I lost 20% of 40 hours. How many hours? 8 hours I lost due to power cut. Are you following what I am saying? Question correct? No, they said, hours paid how many hours? 40 hours. I came and I am sitting with you for how many hours? Yeah, 40 hours. I did not work 40 hours because for 20% of the time which I am spending in the factory, I lost the time due to what? Power cut. What is 20% of 40 hours? 8 hours I lost due to power cut. Yes or no? The worker says, see, I produce 1,000 units, not in 40. I produce how many hours? Yeah, 32 hours. I have saved for you 18 hours. Despite power cut, I did in how many hours? Yeah, 40 hours. Now, don't give me bonus for 10 hours. 18 hours I am entitled to bonus. Are you following what I am saying? Because the time taken is not 40 hours. The time taken is how many hours? Yeah, 32 hours because 8 hours is not work due to what? Power cut. That's not the mistake the worker. You should not blame him for the inefficiency. So no. He is not inefficient. He is not at all what? Working. Only when I work, I call as efficient, inefficient. I was coming to the office and sleeping. Efficient or inefficient? You cannot say, I am not at all working. When I say efficient, inefficient, it is only for working hours and not for what? Idle time. Everybody understood or not? In that case, what happens is, the efficiency variance, I want to further classify into idle time variance and then what? Revised efficiency variance. Everybody, are you following or not? Now, I will calculate that and then I will just give you time to copy it. Can I proceed further? Now, please tell me the variances. So, you have already written this. Please dictate me. I am going to calculate what? Variances. Tell me what is the first variance? Labor cost variance. I write in the sheet abbreviation. Understand or not? What is the formula for cost variance? 1 minus 2. Tell me how much favorable? 40 favorable. I branch the cost variance into 2. What are two branches here? Labor rate variance and labor efficiency variance. 3 minus 2. 1 minus 3. I think we had as 40 adverse. 40 adverse. And how much favorable? 80 favorable. Is this efficiency right or wrong? Wrong. So I branch this 80 favorable into 2. Namely what? Labor idle time variance. Labor idle time variance and labor revised efficiency variance. REV means what? Revised efficiency variance. You write in full, I am writing an abbreviation. Can I put or not? No, very simple. Idle time variance is idle time into standard rate. That's all. Idle time variance here. Idle time into standard rate. Tell me how many hours idle time? 8 hours. What is the standard rate here? 8. If you want to know how I got 8 hours, how many hours you was there with the company? 40 hours. You know how much is lost due to power cut? 20%. That's how I got that 8 hours. Everybody, yes or no? Now, 8 hours into 8 is how much here? 64. Tell me, idle time is favorable or adverse? Adverse. Always, idle time can never be favorable. Idle time is a loss. Yeah, correct. Somebody else, I ask you, is loss favorable or adverse? Sir, I'll calculate and tell. Don't tell. Because loss is always one. Adverse. What is idle time? Hours paid, but not work. He got the wages, but he did not want work. That is always what? Adverse. Respond yes or no. That means, what idle time variance? 64. Adverse. Is always that. Yes or no? Now, 80 favorable is the total. What idle time here? 64 adverse. Tell me what should be the balancing revised efficiency variance? Tell me the balancing figure. 144 favorable. Any kadaba? Yes, sir. 144 favorable minus 1, 64 adverse gives you 80 favorable. Respond yes or no. So the revised efficiency variance should be what? 144 favorable. I found it as a balancing figure. Yes or no? Now, I can even calculate it. It's calculated using the formula 1 minus 3. What is the revised efficiency variance here? 1 minus 3. Don't say, sir, efficiency also 1 minus 3. Revised efficiency also is what? 1 minus 3. Yes, but the column 3 is going to change a little bit now. Everybody, can we start or not? Now my aim is to calculate what variance? Revised efficiency variance. Please help me out. What are all the columns? Column 1. What is column 1? SH into SR. Next is what? Column 3. What is column 3? AH worked into SR. The word AH means what? Actual hours worked into SR. Tell me what is standard hours? 50 hours. You know what is standard rate? 8 rupees. What actual hours worked? 32 hours. In actual hours paid, he got the wages of 40 hours. He worked only how many hours here? 32. 8 hours power cut. Respond yes or no? No. So 32 hours into what is standard rate here? A. Can tell me what is the number here? 400. What is the number here? 256. Now, labor revised efficiency variance is equal to what minus what? 1 minus 3 is equal to how much here? 144 favorable. I got that number here. Everybody, are you understanding it or not? This we call as a labor revised efficiency variance calculation. Can I proceed or not? No. So, now let me have a consolidated discussion and then give you time to copy. See. There are two types of actual hours. How many types of hours are there? Two types of actual hours. Actual hours paid, actual hours worked. That is, the hour for which I pay wages need not be equal to what? The hour they are working. Everybody, yes or no? In this problem, the worker came to the factory, put attendance for how many hours? 40 hours. He should get wages for 40 hours or not? Yes. Now he was there in the company how many hours? 40 hours. This 40 hours I call as actual hours paid. Yes, but entire 40 hours is he working? No. He worked only for how many hours? 32. Because 8 hours there is no power. Yes or no? I cannot say to him saying that no power, no wages, nobody can say. Because he has come, you only what? Did not ensure any generator. Are you following what I am saying? In such case, 8 hours he will be getting wages. It has not worked. Yes or no? Tell me the two types of actual hours. Actual hours paid, actual hours worked. Any approve? No. When it comes to rate variance, when it comes to what variance? Yeah? Rate variance. 8 minus 9. I plan to pay at 8. I paid how much rupees? Yeah? 9 rupees. I pay 1 rupee extra or not? This 1 rupee I paid extra for the working time, idle time, all the time. That means the rate variance should be using what hours? Actual hours paid. 40 hours into what? 1 gave me 40 hours. Correct? So when it comes to rate variance, the word actual hours means what? Actual hours paid. No. But the problem is, I wrongly calculated the efficiency variance also using what? Actual hours paid and arrived at 80 favorable. Tell me, is this efficiency variance correct or wrong? Wrong. Because we said that 50 hour job, he did in how many hours? 40 hours. He says that no, the 50 hour job, I did in how many hours? 30 hours because 8 hours I did not work at all. Are you following? Now, why I did not want different issue? See the reason for idle time and fix the responsibility is a different issue. But I am doing the 50 hour job in how many hours? 32 hours. I saved for the company how many hours? 18 hours into 8 rupees. 144 favorable is the real efficiency variant and not the 80 favorable. Everybody understood or not? Correct? So, in that case, Normally calculate efficiency when using what? 1 minus 3. Don't stop there. Please further classify into what? 2. Namely idle time variance, revised efficiency variance. What is the formula of idle time variance? Idle time into standard rate. What is the revised efficiency variance formula? 1 minus 3. Where the column 3 is AH into SR. But it's what AH? AH worked into SR gives a revised efficiency variance. Up to this, are you following or not? This is how one should be calculating the labor variances when we have idle time in the question. Can I proceed further? Now, let us write. Now, what to do is, if I am right, you have copied up to this, right or not? Okay. Please further branch this into 2. You just, up to this you have copied now, further branch it into 2. I'll give the notes next, further branch it into 2. Labor idle time variance, further branch it into 2. Labor idle time variance. Second branch, labor revised efficiency variance. Labor idle time variance. Second branch, labor revised efficiency variance. In exam, always write everything in full form. Don't use abbreviations. Okay. Labor idle time variance, labor revised efficiency variance. Idle time variance, put a down arrow mark and write idle time into standard rate. Idle time variance, put a down arrow mark and write idle time into standard rate. 8 hours into 8. 8 hours into 8. Tell me how I got that 8 hours. 40 hours they came to the company, 20% lost due to what? Power cut. So 40 hours into 20%. 40 hours into 20%. How much adverse? 64 adverse. Idle time variance is 64 adverse. Don't say, sir, where adverse given? Always idle time variance is what? Adverse. Can never be favorable. Can you proceed? Now, go to the next. Revised efficiency variance 144 favorable. Revised efficiency variance 144 favorable. In bracket, what minus what? 1 minus 3. 144 favorable, 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. That right? Working note. Revised efficiency variance. You have to know how that 144 came or not. So working note, revised efficiency variance. Working note, revised efficiency variance. Column 1, column 3. SH into SR, AH worked into SR. Standard hours into standard rate, actual hours worked into standard rate. Standard hours into standard rate, actual hours worked into standard rate. 50 hours into 8, 32 hours into 8. 50 hours into 8, 32 hours into 8. 400, 256. 400, 256. Labor revised efficiency variance is equal to labor revised efficiency variance is equal to 1 minus 3. Labor revised efficiency variance is equal to 1 minus 3 is equal to how much favorable? 144 favorable. Is equal to 144 favorable. Is equal to 144 favorable. This is how the answer needs to be solved. Those who understood the calculations, please raise your hand. Okay, can I go to the next stage? Let's write the notes for this and then we can go for the variable overhead variances. Write down notes. Write down notes. Point number 1. Please. Shh. Point number 1. The company allowed, all of you, please. The company allowed 50 hours. The company allowed 50 hours to produce 1000 units. The company allowed 50 hours to produce 1000 units, but it was done in fill in the blanks. How many hours? 40 hours. But it was done in 40 hours. But it was done in 40 hours. full stop. Due to efficiency, 10 hours wages was saved. Due to efficiency, 10 hours wages was saved. That is, efficiency variance is 80 favorable. Due to efficiency, 10 hours wages was saved. That is, efficiency variance is 80 favorable. Efficiency variance is 80 favorable. Is this correct? Is this correct? I gave a long paragraph and asked you a question. Is this correct? Question mark. Tell me correct or wrong? No. At point number 2, no. Point number 2, write what? No. The worker worked only for, the worker worked only for, or the workers worked only for, the workers worked only for how many hours? 32 hours. Because the workers worked only for 32 hours because 8 hours was lost due to, 8 hours was lost due to power cut. The workers worked only for 32 hours because 8 hours was lost due to power cut. 8 hours was lost due to power cut. Really, the time saved was, really, the time saved was, how many hours? 18 hours. Really, the time saved was 18 hours due to workers' efficiency. Really, the time saved was 18 hours due to the workers' efficiency. The time saved was 18 hours due to the workers' efficiency. Everybody following up? Now, 1 minute lesson. They have saved how many hours? 18 hours. But ultimately, only how many hours has been saved? 10 hours. Not because of inefficiency, because of what? Power cut, 8 hours gone. Respond yes or no? No. So, what I declared here? Really, the hours saved was 18 hours due to workers' efficiency. That is, efficiency variance is how much favorable? 144 favorable. Efficiency variance is 144 favorable. Efficiency variance is 144 favorable, which we call as what? Revised efficiency variance. Which we call as revised efficiency variance. Which we call as revised efficiency variance. Understanding it or not? Now, point number 2 or 3? 3. There are 2 types of actual hours. There are 2 types of actual hours. There are 2 types of actual hours. Branch it into 2. There are 2 types of actual hours. Branch it into 2. Can you name the 2 types of actual hours? Actual hours paid. Actual hours worked. First branch, right? Actual hours paid. First branch, right? Actual hours paid. Second branch is actual hours worked. First branch, actual hours paid. Second branch, actual hours worked. Actual hours paid. Actual hours worked. Okay. Actual hours paid, put the down again, right? Considered for. For what variance we calculate actual hours paid? Rate variance. Considered for rate variance. Actual hours paid, put a down again, right? Considered for rate variance. Actual hours worked, put a down again, right? Actual hours paid minus idle time. Tell me what is actual hours work? Actual hours paid minus idle time. I paid 40 hours. What is idle time? 8 hours. So what is actual hours work? 32 hours. Na? Actual hours paid minus idle time. It is considered for calculating. It is considered for calculating revised efficiency variance. It is considered for calculating revised efficiency variance. It is considered for calculating revised efficiency variance. Consider for calculating revised efficiency variance. With this, we have completed two variances, namely material and labor variances. In cost angle, only two more variances are left, namely the variable overhead variance and second is what? Fixed overhead variance. Can you move on to the next area, variable overhead variances or not? No.